Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. My name is Fadlia and student ID number 1212417. Welcome to this manuscript review presentation. On this occasion, I will present my evaluation and review of a draft article submitted to the Journal of ELTS English Language Teaching Society for the 2026 volume. The manuscript under review is titled "The Use of Peer Correction Technique to Improve Writing Ability of the Elementary Grade Student of SMK Negeri 2 Banawa." This review has been conducted in strict accordance with the guidelines specific in the Office ELTS journal template. Moving to slide 2, let's look at the overall evaluation decision. Based on comprehensive review, my evaluation decision for this manuscript is reject with major revision. In terms of substance, the core pedagogical idea of using the peer correction technique hold good potential. However, regarding academic writing standard, structural organizing, formatting, and template completion, this manuscript contains multiple major deficiencies that must be thoroughly revised before publication. On slide 3, we address the technical and metadata violation. First, the manuscript was submitted as a PDF file, whereas the template explicitly required a Microsoft Word document or to facilitate editing and review. Second, the title contains 18 words, exceeding the journal's strict limit of 5 to 15 words. Finally, the author name is anonymized and the institution affiliation as well as the corresponding email address are incomplete. On slide 4, we examine the introduction section. On slide 4, we examine the introduction section. The author used first-person pronouns, such as the phrases "based my interview" and the writer tried. The ELTS template strictly forbids first-person narrative and requires the third-person style. Furthermore, the introduction lacked a proper syntax of previous related literature to establish the state of the art. It also fails to explicitly define the research gap or original contribution. Lastly, there are numerous grammatical errors and typographical mistakes throughout this section. Okay, slide 5 cover the research methodology. Instead of focusing on step-by-step practical procedure, the author includes unnecessary textbook definition of basic concepts like population and sampling. The ELTS template explicitly advises against quoting general definition. Additionally, the statistical equations are not typed using math type and lack consecutive number, parentheses, parentheses on the right-hand margin as required by the template. Turning to slide 6, we review the finding and discussion section. The formatting of the table violates APA guidelines adopted by ELTS. The table includes vertical border and distorted layout, whereas APA rules required only 3 horizontal lines. Moreover, the discussion section remains superficial. The author merely repeats the descriptive test score without providing an in-depth theoretical analysis or contrasting the result with previous study mentioned in the introduction. Slide 7 highlight the reference list violations which are among the most critical deficiencies. The manuscript contains only 22 references, falling short of the required minimum of 25 sources. Most citations are several outdated, dating back to 100 1978 and 1909, breaching the requirement for sources published within the last 10 years. Most importantly, the manuscript contains zero citation from the Journal of ELTS, failing to meet the mandatory requirement of citing at least two articles from this journal. On slide 8, I have outlined a concise action plan of the author. 1. Reformat the document. Transfer the text into the official Microsoft Word template. Condense the title to 8 15 words and provide complete author metadata. Refine research depth. Remove basic method definition format formulas using type and deepen the discussion by contrasting finding with prior literature. 3. Overall reference. Expand the reference list to last 25 recent sources. Apply proper APA style and incorporate at least two relevant citations from the journal ELCAs. Okay, now, in conclusion, while the topic holds potential, this manuscript required an extensive overhaul to meet the publication standard of the ELTS journal. I think that concludes my review presentation. Thank you for attention. Thank you very much for your time. Okay, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.